Now, we're here to talk about something completely different.
Yeah.
This is your exit interview.
Correct. Yeah. So, about a year and a year and 3 weeks, basically, since I started here at LB. What a ride it's been. I learned so much about myself, about business. Made so many friends here, and like I'll keep repeating this. This is one of the best things that's happened to me, because it was really a catalyst to bring me from my cushy life in Switzerland to kind of throw me in the gauntlet, which is Philadelphia, which is operating and doing business in the U.S. So without the kick in the ass with the gray market competition and everything, I probably would have stayed in Switzerland or not, at least found Philly, which I love. I love Philly.
And the most obvious question is why? Why are you leaving the luxury bazaar and market and watch sales?
So this was kind of a long time coming, if you will. Really after my stroke, you kind of put things into perspective. I'm naturally a high-strung individual. You can, in the earlier videos, you kind of caught that a little bit more. And given, I'd say, the current conditions weren't conducive to alleviating the stress that just is detrimental to my health, right? My health and really just my my emotional well-being, right? This is a very high paced environment. And I was definitely up for the challenge, but just my priorities have changed since that event, and I wanted to find something where I could really grow into and really use my skills. So I'm going back to kind of a more client-centric, client-facing role, and that's something I can really lean on.
Sales of any sort are typically stress-inducing, because obviously you have quotas to meet. You don't get paid if you don't sell.
Exactly. A
lot of people are like, they're looking at this lifestyle and they're like, oh my God, it's so amazing. I wish I could be a watch salesman. You start every month with zero.
Correct. Yeah.
Even Anna, who generates millions in sales per month, every first of the month she has zero, and she has no idea what that month is going to bring her.
Exactly.
So that's a lot of stress for anybody, especially somebody that has responsibilities. Can you imagine? Like you have
kids, a family,
like
a dog.
You have no idea what's going to happen. In your case, based on what happened to you, based on your physical well-being and obviously mental well-being, you could do something that won't spike those stress levels.
Correct. I mean, like cortisol through the roof, really. And I've been a salesman my whole life, so I understand the grind. I understand the expectation. It's just that for me, after the stroke, prior to that, we were gutting. I was having tremendous results, and I still continue to, because my kind of process, right, is that I like to spend more time with my clients. It's not so gung-ho, not as rapid fire. So I try to extract the most value from my clients and also for the company. So even if my numbers were lower, I was still having, really, really good margins, right? Sometimes double the guys upstairs, right? And if you look at it in that perspective, I'm super proud of what I've done, because I was able to, operate at a high level. Like I said, it was all a lot of learning, and for me to kind of get back to that level that I wanted to be, kind of the goals and the expectations that were set by the company, and also on a personal level, I just saw myself straying way too far, and sometimes it's just better to, tear a new page and start anew, right?
Obviously, everybody's going to comment on the timing. It's like, right after the performance review.
Sure.
You get this thing. What do you want to say?
Sure.
The argument.
So regarding the performance review, I mean, we work very closely every day, so we know what the general mood and atmosphere is. I mean, there wasn't anything anything surprising
at least like
what came out of. I mean, if anything, that was really kind of cementing my desire to kind of move on and find something else. It was like kind of the cherry on the top, if you will. And from that point on, I said, and especially with a little bit of the reaction that I found in the YouTube comments, I was like, okay, well maybe let me go on a limb and let me try something new and really double down and commit on it. After that, I wanted to leave on a good terms with the company rather than separate and have you know, people in the comments like, where's X, where's so, you know, and as public and as public as, you know, our jobs, you know, we celebrate our highs and our lows. You know, me taking this choice was a way to somewhat, I wouldn't say control the narrative, but at least be active, right, in you know, my story with this company. So yeah, I think it was a natural evolution, and for me to be able to take this, you know, the tremendous knowledge I've gained here and to apply it somewhere else, you know, for that I'm forever grateful, you know.